Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
The podcast of the decade, maybe of the century. When Kanye, I'm speaking, okay? When Kanye goes on Joe Rogan, it is supposedly this Friday. He tweeted it. He tweeted a FaceTime call with Joe Rogan saying he's going on there this Friday to do not just an interview, but to do the set. He's going to design the set for the Joe Rogan podcast for the special interview. Now, I don't know if Joe Rogan's coming to him or he's coming to Joe Rogan. I don't know the specifics yet, but I want to just pull up the tweet and show you guys what he said. This is really cool. He says, he posts a screenshot he says, Joe Rogan said it's cool for me to design the set for our podcast this Friday. And then he posts a FaceTime of him and Joe Rogan. And then he posts a picture. I can't really see what this is. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. But it looks like it's a set that he's designing. And this looks pretty interesting. I'm going to pull out a second. And then he posted another shot of what appears to be, where is it? I think it's this. I think it's that. I'm not sure, but it looks like this is the same thing as in the other photo. So, guys, this is supposed to be happening this Friday. Now, why am I excited? Why am I excited? Okay, well, first of all, I like Joe Rogan. That's no lie. Obviously, I like Kanye, especially since he's came to the faith. I think that's super dope, super amazing that he has came to the faith. And so obviously, I'm pro Kanye. I love Joe Rogan. I don't think Joe Rogan has enough faith people on his podcast. So they kind of snicker at people of faith a bit. And so I think Kanye, by no stretch of the imagination, is like the apologetics king for the faith of Christianity or followers of Jesus. However, I do feel like he is just an interesting guy. So I think this is how I think they value from this. This is how the conversation I think is valuable for everyone. One, for people on a platform like Joe Rogan to hear some type of faith world view by someone that's extremely successful and extremely prolific, I think that's valuable. I think that is valuable because it exposes people to different thoughts. I'm all about people having exposure to different ideas, different thoughts. That's why I cover a variety of topics on here as a Christian, but also as a as a thinker, as somebody that's politically agnostic, as an outlier, right? So one, I think that's going to be valuable for the Joe Rogan audience. Why I think this is going to be valuable for Kanye, or for us that are fans of Kanye, is I feel like Joe Rogan has a type of platform where you can't go on there and BS him, right? They're going to shoot the breeze. They're going to talk about stuff, but they're going to get into faith. They're probably going to get into politics, obviously. They're going to get into music. They're going to get into aliens. They're going to talk about everything. And I feel like those of us who are Team Kanye, but we know some of the behavior is erratic. We know some of it is he's kind of all over the place sometimes. And again, I'm a fan of Kanye, but I'm just keeping it a buck. I think Kanye is not going to be able to drive this interview the way he did, like the Nick Cannon interview, right? Like he really drove that interview, and he even said in an interview, like, we're creating art by this conversation. So Kanye knows how to finesse media. He knows how to capture headlines. He knows how to drive attention to where he wants attention. And it could be potentially that there's some new music coming after this. He just dropped a single this past Friday, which I liked. Hopefully the music video comes out so I can react to it. So I think this is mutually beneficial for both tribes. And there obviously is some overlap. I'm a fan of both, right? But Kanye has his tribe. Kanye has a new tribe that's emerging where he's getting embraced by a lot of these like evangelical circles. And Joe Rogan has his tribes, which is kind of the antithesis of some of the conservative evangelical circles. These two tribes coming together for potentially a long form, 2-hour, 3-hour type of conversation, I think is going to be very, very cool, personally. And I don't think he's going to be able to maneuver around some of the tough topics: mental health, bipolar, not taking medication, how does he handle the lows? That's the stuff I really will hope Joe Rogan asks. And his political aspirations. Is this an album rollout? Is this a publicity stunt? Is this him being a Republican operative to steal votes from Biden votes? I think that's ridiculous. I kind of think that's racist, to keep it a buck. And here's why. When people say that, I think that's racist in the sense that to assume that only black people are going to vote for Kanye and that only folks that would have voted for Biden would vote for Kanye exclusively, and therefore that's going to cost or hurt Biden's chances of winning the election, is utterly ridiculous. And he's not even polling at 1%. And he's not even on the ballot in any swing states, I believe. I think there's like maybe one swing state that he's on the ballot on. So to even say the notion that somehow this is going to hurt Biden's chances or he's an operative is just, this is where the left, and I don't mean liberals or Democrats, I mean the left, like the media, just gets very loony by assuming like, oh, Kanye is gonna steal the election from Joe Biden for Donald Trump. Like, really? Like, you think all black people are a monolith and they're just gonna aimlessly vote because a rapper's running for president and Kanye is just gonna steal, 93% of the population, of the African American population that votes Democrat? You think Kanye is gonna win all those people and Joe Biden's gonna lose the election? Like, that is so shallow to me and racist. Like, I just don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's literally people who aren't close to black people having an inferior view of their politics. Like, it's so sad, and it's offensive to me, to be honest. And I'm not even black, but I think other black people will find that offensive, to be like, yo, you, like, Kanye hasn't been in of like cool black culture for a minute, like since the MAGA days. So the majority of Kanye's audience now is a diverse, mixed up crowd of all different political ideologies, right? Especially now that he's done the Jesus is Lord thing. So I think that's ridiculous. I think that whole notion is ridiculous. But that's just my thoughts. And as you saw this thing unfold, he didn't get on any swing state ballots. In any way is this presidency, is this campaign for president going to hurt Joe Biden's chances? Literally in no way possible, because you would have to write him in. So anyway, I think it's interesting. I'm excited for this to happen. I hope it happens. This Friday is going to be really cool. Maybe there's some music packaged onto it. I don't know. I think Kanye has great ideas. I read his ideas for his top 10 things for America or whatever, and I think he has some really good ideas. So I am curious where his political aspirations go. I think a 45, 50-year-old leveled out Kanye who's learned to manage his bipolar, I think could potentially be an interesting candidate. Now, will I vote for him? I don't know. I'm not voting for Biden. I'm not voting for Clinton, gosh, whatever, Clinton 2.0, Biden or Trump. I'll probably vote third party. But those are some of my thoughts, man. What do you guys think about this whole Kanye going on Joe Rogan thing? I really think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for media. I think it's a good thing for Kanye's fans to get a better idea of where his head is at. So we're not getting micro content, TMZ, clickbait, and, perfectly curated interviews with Nick Cannon. I think this is going to be good. Let me know what y'all think.
King Stream Entertainment. Ruslan. Stream Entertainment. Ruslan.